What's up, good people? Welcome back to the Queen Konging, and you're here with me, the Queen Kong. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again for yet another episode, another musing of the Queen Kong. I hope you follow Twitter, tuko hapo tu bado Queen_Konging, IG the Queen Kong, and FB Queen Kong. Manze mina like sana. Again, I told you this year we become consistent. Tuko karibu by the celebrate 1 year anniversary ya Queen Kong, and I'm thinking, what good thing can I give to the best Queen Konger, the best listener of Queen Konging? Stay tuned. That's coming up in no time because we are celebrating 1 year in March 31st. 2021 will be 1 year old as Queen Kongers, and I cannot wait to celebrate that milestone. Though I took one episode mingi for that 1 year, it's still a milestone. We've still hit the 1 year mark, and we deserve cake at the very least. Yeah. So I'm back with another episode of the Queen Kongers Musings. And today I'm musing about some very interesting thing. I'm musing about Jazmine Sullivan and her. So I didn't know who Jazmine Sullivan or her was. Okay, I had known about her. Anyway, her is the musician H.E.R. Is a Black American musician, and Jazmine Sullivan is also the same. And I didn't know about either of these two. Okay, I knew about her. I didn't know about Jazmine Sullivan until she released an album recently, and everyone was talking about it. And I was like, nini baya, like kwani umdema kona kila mtu anamuongelelea. So that just sparked a curiosity, and I still didn't listen until I think a week ago is when I listened to her for the very first time. And the very first song that I got to listen to was the song that Jazmine has collaborated with her. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, because I found that song rather intriguing. It's called Girl Like Me by Jazmine Sullivan and her. And let me read out the lyrics to the first verse. Yeah, I made a profile on Tinder since you left me to be with her. I think that means I'm getting desperate, wish I could return to sender, but you don't love me no more, and I don't know what for. Knew it was real when you blocked me. Now I sit at home judging my body, wondering what I did to lose you. Why in the hell you ain't choose me? Why don't you love me no more, and I don't even know what for. And then I think this is the chorus. You must have wanted something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked, I would have given. I ain't right how these hoes be winning. Why they be winning? No hope for a girl like me. How come they be winning? And I ain't wanna be, but you gonna make a hoe out of me. So, yo, guys, when I listen to the song itself, sikuwa nashika kitu yote. So unajua kilami ya manioro ya nose, the kilami of the rose. So many nikisikiza hivyo, but I wasn't getting anything. Later on, I decided, let me Google the lyrics so that I understand. Like, if the song has Jazmine Sullivan, who is very much hyped, and her, obviously this song must be a bomb track. And that was my motivation to to Google the lyrics and understand what song is this. Yeah, so I did, and that's when I was able to understand what they are saying. And me, by the way, I was taken aback by these lyrics, and here's why. I feel like you agree with me, Annie. Hizo lyrics ni strong, first of all. Hizo lyrics ni very, very strong. Hii wimbo ni mpya. Hijacker, imeka, I think it's a month old, yeah? And she performed it at Tiny Desk concert. If you know, if you go to YouTube, there's this page called NPR Music, and they have a thing called Tiny Desk concert, and it's actually very famous. So within that month, when she performed it, it has 3.1 million views on Tiny Desk, and itself on Jazmine's YouTube channel, it has 2.8 million views. What am I saying? I'm saying this is a big song, and Jazmine is a big artist, and her is a big artist. Like, they both performed at Super Bowl. You guys know Super Bowl is big in the States. And they opened. Jazmine is the one who sang the national anthem at Super Bowl. Meaning, uyu mdem anatambulika, meaning uyu mdem anaskika. And these are the lyrics that she's singing. Well, I can't control, and I don't think that maybe this is what she feels, and maybe it's not even how she feels, or maybe she's just expressing things she's felt in the past. That's number one. Number two, I think it's actually true. These things happen. Unakuja, mjama anakuja nakutenda, unafeel, mdem ameendea si hata mdem strong ka mimi. As in, like, I'm a better woman than that woman is. And you're not trash talking any particular woman, but you feel like, pana, I have been such a good woman to this man. You know, I was in the straight and narrow, and, you know, and I feel like I'm in a street one. Yeah? Ameacha mimi home material, wifey. Ameenda kwa streets. And you feel some type of way. The second verse, so the first verse is done by Jazmine, then the second verse is done by her. Yeah, you're gonna make me a gold digger, maybe I should look like a stripper, wear Fashion Nova dresses, all these dudes be pressed and impressed with it, you leave me with no choice, I can't do this girl guard no more. So, yo, guys, and I think this is the point. My point is, we are affected by the content that we consume. And ultimately, whatever content you consume will end up shaping the way you think slowly. It is not an instant thing. No, that I've listened to this song by Jazmine doesn't mean tomorrow I'll want to be, you know, a hoe or anything like that. But slowly, if this is the kind of content that I surround myself with, there's something that it says. And slowly and surely, I will adopt to whatever it is that it says. I want to ask you, and this is a question I want to, if I'm just being very honest, as much as I'm posing this question to you, I'm also posing this question to myself. What do I watch and what do I listen to? And just being a content creator and having worked in the film industry for quite a while, I've come to understand that there's power in story. There's power in whatever story that you propagate and take out there. Take, for example, the media. Whatever power they propagate, because news are constantly talking about BBI, almost the entire country is always talking about BBI. I take this example about FBI. So in the state, FBI was doing so bad. Like, no one was signing up to be an FBI agent or a CIA agent. So what do? They took money and they poured money in Hollywood for people to create content around FBI. So right now, when you think about FBI, you're constantly thinking of cameras that can be touch TV kwa hewa. Unaguza tu hivi ki screen kinatokea, computers I mean, not cameras, computers. Unaguza tu hivi ki screen kinatokea, unaguza vitu hapo, vitu zina happen. You know, when you think about FBI and CIA, you're thinking about this luxurious cars, Lamborghinis and whatnot. But truly, when you go to the ground, that's not the case, bro. It's not it. But why do we think it is it? Because Hollywood has been given money, and I want you to get this part, that they've been given money to drive this agenda that FBI is like the coolest place you can possibly work in. So we have children as young as like 2 years, 3 years saying, me, I want to work for the FBI. Children in Kenya, not even maju, huku tu kwetu, Kanairo, watoto wanasema wanataka kwenda kufanya kazi FBI. Why? Because of the content that they've consumed. So they think that it's like the coolest thing. And so there's power in story. There's a quote that I read somewhere sometime that says that if you want to move the masses, the only way you can move masses is through pop culture, popular culture, through the things that they listen to, through the things that they watch, through the things that are important to them. And what is popular culture for us? It is the music that we're listening to. We're listening to Jazmine Sullivan. We're listening to her. We're listening to all these other musicians. We are watching what? Netflix. You know, Money Heist is cool. You know, and somehow these things shape the way we think. And think about Cardi B talking about, you know, you remember the Birkin bag story, and Cardi B saying that the minute she mentions any brand of a bag or whatever, even Balenciaga, I think she's the one who mentioned Balenciaga shoes, and everyone went to buy Balenciaga shoes. All of a sudden tunavaa hizi socks zinakaa kama kiatu, tunabai hata sasa tununui Balenciaga juu tunataka kufanana na Cardi B, tunanunua Balenciaga na all the other Shiagas that came about from that one Shiaga. And she says that when she mentions a song, a product in her songs, the product almost always sells out on the stores. And so it saddens me when the people that we look up to and the content that we consume talks about some of these things, because inevitably it will affect the minds of young people and it will affect the way we think about things. And therefore, I want to challenge you today to really think about the things that you're consuming, the content that you're consuming. What music are you listening to? What movies are you watching even, what are you surrounding yourself with? Are you reading books? What type of books are you reading? If not, why not? Challenge yourself to think about the content you're consuming, because if you're being honest with yourself, one example that I cannot miss to mention, and I give these examples. There's a class I was teaching on, production, and I was teaching them about the power of story. And one of the examples that I really love is how when we were finishing, I finished Form 4 sometime. And that year when we were finishing Form 4, guys were watching Suits very much. Yani tulikuwa tunawatch Suits wote. By the way, let me tell you the number of people who went to study law because of Suits. Ask people who finished Form 4 around 2011, 2012, 2010. Watu wengi sana walienda kufanya law. Not because they loved law, but because of Suits. You want to be like someone you saw in Suits. And that's just the power of story. That's the power of narration. That's the power of pop culture. So think about what you're listening to. Think about what you're consuming, because whether you like it or not, it affects the person you are. It's the same concept with the people that you surround yourself with. Think about your friends. Think about your mentors, if you have any, because whether you like it or not, the 5 people you surround yourself with are the sum total of the person that you are. So you need to be very, very careful about the content you consume and the people that you surround yourself with. It's been true. It's been real. I am so grateful to have this platform to share all this with you, my musings and other things like that. And I hope you continue listening, continue supporting. Give me a shout out, pale Instagram, Twitter, and FB. Creating great content coming your way. Being more consistent this year. Here's to Queen Konging. Yay! See you later, Majama.